Hey guys, it's Sarah, Less of Sarah. Happy Friday! I'm here with my 12-week update video. I am 12 weeks out from vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG surgery in Mexicali, Mexico with Dr. Aceves. I mentioned Dr. Aceves in pretty much all of my update videos, and I just wanted to say I had an excellent experience in Mexico with Dr. Aceves. I highly recommend him. His practice is called Mexicali Bariatric. If anyone out there has questions about my experience having surgery in Mexico, self-pay, about the hospital, my surgeon, any of that, I'm happy to answer them. Just leave them in the comments or inbox me. I do have some videos, if you look further back on my channel, about the experience. But if you do have questions, just let me know. So, the numbers. I started my journey at 460 pounds. That was the end of September 2012. On November 30th, 2012, I had my surgery. I weighed in at exactly 420 pounds that day, so I had a 40-pound pre-op loss. Last week, I was 356.5 pounds. And this morning, I weighed in at 352.5. Trying to get a little suspense there. So that was a 4-pound loss for this week. That's great. I'm thrilled. I've on average been having a loss between, sort of 5 and 6 pounds a week. So that's been great. I know that's probably not going to continue for much longer, but I'm riding the wave while I can. I know this is like my 259th video this week. I'm sorry. Just sort of happened that way. But you can you can feel free to skip over whatever you aren't interested in. So, I'm just, I'm a talker. When I have something on my mind, I like to get it out there. I also did a grocery haul finally this week. I felt like I needed to do that. So, that was yesterday in case you missed it. Eating this week has been sort of uneventful. Haven't really had any issues. Didn't really try anything new. Sort of eating the same old thing. Boring, but, it works. I did have an interesting night on Tuesday night. Some of you may have seen the little short, crappy iPhone video that I uploaded right before I went out. I was going to see Maroon 5 in Toronto. Maroon 5 is like totally one of my favorite bands, and I'm slightly in love with Adam Levine, or my future husband, as I like to call him. A few people asked if they could do a timeshare thing, work that out with me. Just inbox me and we'll work it out, because, I'm a sharer. The concert was great. The reason I made the video is I was just thinking about all the concerts that I had been to in theaters and whatever that have tiny seats, where I'm always trying to fit my fat butt in there and like squeeze it in, and concerned about the person next to me. And yeah, it really sucks. It's never, I don't know that it's ever really stopped me from going. Although actually maybe it has, to be honest, but it's always a source of incredible anxiety before the show. So I was wondering, now that I'm down over 100 pounds, so I'm actually down, 67.5 pounds since surgery, and I think 107.5 pounds since my highest weight. Since I'm, down some weight, I thought, hey, maybe my butt will fit better in the seat. So, the big news is that it did. My butt, my hips and butt, touched the entire seat. I'll be honest, I'm not saying that there was room there, but I did not actually have to sit down and then squeeze everything into the seat. I could just sit down and get up without any issues, which was amazing. And it sounds like a really minor NSV, but for me, something like that was such a source of anxiety before, and of physical discomfort and pain, it wasn't an issue. And oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was fantastic. And it was a great night. It was a great night. I went with my friends. We went out before, we had a drink. I had half a bottle of cider. So, I don't know, 6 ounces of alcohol. The funny part was that any other time I've had a drink, I've nursed it. So I've been drinking really slowly, and I don't really feel any effects of the alcohol. just because of the way things happened, we actually we got our drinks, but then we had to sort of drink them really quickly because we had to go. There was a mix up with one of our friends, whatever. So I drank that half a cider in probably 10 or 15 minutes, and I was feeling it. Like, I was tipsy for sure. I was like tipsy on my way to being extra tipsy. It was really funny. It was embarrassing in a way. All my friends know that I've had surgery, so they realized why I was like half drunk on like half a drink. But yeah, that's no joke. You seriously do feel the effects of the alcohol a lot sooner after surgery. So there's my tip of the day. And then after the show, I mean, the one bad thing was that I meant to bring either jerky or something with me to snack on because I left the house at 4 and the concert was until like 7:30. It didn't happen. I ended up having to get a hot dog at the ACC, at the venue. And I think I ate like 2/3 of the hot dog, and then I gave the other third to one of my friends. No bun, of course, just the actual hot dog. It was greasy and nasty. It made me feel a little bit off, but not too bad. After the show, we went out for a bite to eat because we hadn't really had dinner, and I got summer rolls. If you don't know what summer rolls are, it's sort of like an egg roll, but fresh and not fried. So it's usually got glass noodles or rice noodles with vegetables and sometimes like pork or chicken, and then it's wrapped in a rice paper wrapper. And I got an order of those, which is basically like 2 rolls, and they're, again, egg roll sized, and I ate one. And I gave the other one to my friends. Couldn't get in more than that. It was really good, though. It had a little bit of noodle in it. It had some chicken, and the chicken was just like literal like chicken breast, almost like boiled chicken breast. And then fresh veggies. So it had some carrots, and they were shredded. So carrot, cucumber, and red pepper. And it had a little soy sauce, dipping sauce. So I used a little bit of sauce. It was delicious. It was fresh tasting. I loved it. And I actually did find the listing for it on MyFitnessPal, and I think it was like 110 calories. I actually hadn't had that many carbs that day, so I wasn't even worried about the carbs in the rice noodles or the wrapper. So it was cool. It felt like a normal thing. I wasn't like obsessing the entire time about what I was eating and all that stuff. So yeah, I guess I didn't realize how abnormal in a way my life had become after surgery, but I really felt like I was like, okay, this is, like my old thing. So that was really, it was really great. I really enjoyed it. There's something else I wanted to talk about. What was it? Oh yeah, there was 2 things. So I just wanted to share this only because I noticed a lot of people in their videos will talk about how their weight fluctuates a lot. And I am a daily weigher. I am a hoe to the scale, I admit it. I weigh every morning. I weigh buck naked because I want it to always be exactly the same. No clothing involved. And I don't personally see a lot of fluctuation on the scale. And what I mean by that is a lot of people will talk about how, one day they weigh this and the next day they're up a pound and then they're down a pound and then they're up 2 and then they're down 3 and then they're, whatever. That doesn't actually happen to me, which I find kind of odd because considering how much I weigh, there's a lot more weight to actually fluctuate there. And I don't really have that. I mean, extremely rarely does my weight actually go up at all over the week. And usually if it does, it's like a matter of ounces, and normally there's a particular reason. So it may be, if I'm on my cycle or if I'm retaining water for some reason, like I had too much sodium or whatever. I've never randomly just seen the scale go up. It also doesn't really, even if it's gone down, it doesn't go up and down, it just goes down. It may go down incrementally. It may stay the same. I've had it stay the same for sure from day to day. But yeah, I just don't have like huge fluctuations in my weight. So I'm like, I don't know if that's normal or I don't know. And I'm not really concerned. I just found it interesting because I see so many videos with people talking about how much their weight fluctuates and goes up and down throughout the week. And it just isn't something that happens to me. So, things that make you go, I don't know. The other thing I wanted to talk about is this weekend, I have tons of work to do. I know I'm going to have to be careful with eating. This is when I eat the wrong things, or at least before surgery. I have a very stressful weekend with work. I work for myself. I am not the only person that, works, but I'm responsible for everything. I have an order that has to be done this weekend. That is an incredible amount of work. I probably have 30 to 40 hours of work to do between now and Sunday. So it sucks. It means that I don't sleep very much. I might get 2 or 3 hours of sleep at night. When I get tired, I get hungry. I get carb cravings. So this is sort of the first weekend I've had to do that since my surgery, so I'm wondering how that's going to go. Yeah, so I'll report back about that next week. And then next weekend is our trip to Syracuse, which was sort of my reward for 100 pounds lost. I talked about my new goal being to lose 150 pounds from my highest weight by May 19th. So obviously that's still quite a bit a ways, but I did finally figure out what I wanted to get once I get to my 150 pound lost goal, and that is a Fitbit, which I have wanted for ages. So I want to get the Fitbit Flex, which is the newest one that's coming out soon. And also the Fitbit Aria scale, which works together with the Fitbit Flex, works with MyFitnessPal, and does all the cool, calculations for your body fat and all that. I just have a regular scale now, so I'm just weighing. But as I start working out more on all of that stuff, I do want to see how that affects my body fat and all of that stuff. So that is what I have to look forward to once I hit that 150 pounds lost goal, but I still have a ways to go, so it'll be a while. So that's all for this week. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are all on track. I want to thank all of you for your support on all the 359 videos that I did this week. So many people commented on my video before the concert and said that I looked pretty, or that was like, oh, that was so cute. I love that. That made me feel really good. So thank you. Thanks to all of you who mentioned me in videos this week or did shout outs. I really appreciate it. It makes the girl feel special. And yeah, I love this community, and I feel like I can't make a video, weekly wrap up without saying how much I appreciate all of you and how much your support means to me. So until next time, enjoy, appreciate, love, cherish every step of your journey. Have a great day.